Hey everybody, hope you guys are doing great. Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to do a part 2 on this video. I already did one before, but I wanted to point out a few things on this video, okay? And it's about the video, where the black man is asking this couple about the ring and the guy paid $35,000 for the ring. So, I want to point out partner in life, man says worth every investment. And also notice with the the interviewer, he's like, oh, you couldn't gotten the same thing without dropping 35K. Already trying to diminish their union, the idea of a relationship. Okay, so just check this out. I want to talk about one more thing. Okay, here we go.
Years?
No, 5 now.
Well, yeah, I guess 5 now.
5 years.
Yeah.
How much did you spend on our wedding ring?
Show it. Go ahead. It's a decent amount. So if you look up like a 3-carat diamond, it's a decent amount I spent on her. But she deserves even more.
Numbers-wise, what we talking?
How much was it? 35K? 35K, yeah.
35,000 bucks.
Yeah.
So he spent that much on a wedding ring for you as a gesture. What does he get in return?
I think I should answer that. So I get a partner that's loyal. I get the mother of my children. I get the most beautiful woman that I've ever, been around. And the most important thing is how she treats me and how she treats my family and how she treats her family. So for me, I have a partner for life, and it's worth every investment there is.
Okay. But a lot of people would say you could have the same thing without dropping 35K on a ring.
You could. And money's not an issue. Like, if you can get a cheap ring and it's the person that's for you, whatever. But it also depends on how much you make. So,
how'd you propose to her?
Oh my God, it was insane. So I planned an entire trip with her family, my family in Florence. Her favorite city ever was Florence. So she told me
South Carolina?
Oh my God,
Florence, Italy.
Oh,
South
So she
Carolina.
told me that was her favorite city. She studied abroad there. Yeah, and I was like, okay, I need to propose to her in Florence. So I did a lot of research. I helped her family plan the trip to Florence. I helped my family plan the trip to Florence.
This is all behind her back.
All behind her
I have
back.
no idea.
So for 2 days, I was running through Florence, and every time I would see my family, I would text them, get the hell out of here, whatever. I took her to the highest point, so where you see everything, Monte Vecchio, right? You see everything, and I proposed to her right there. I was so nervous that I didn't even say anything but will you marry me, because I was insanely nervous.
Now, did you expect that it was going to be 4 years in, or what was your expectation?
I feel like it was a long time coming, but I didn't really expect it. It was definitely a surprise.
He spent that much on a wedding ring for you as a gesture.
Now, stop right there. First of all, when the man said Florence and this fool came out with no offense, South Carolina, I just knew then this is a nut. These men are on 2 different pay grades, 2 different tax brackets. You're talking about a wedding, an engagement, a 35K ring. How the heck you come up with South Carolina? Everybody and mama know Florence. Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Italy. The Dusties are dumb. When he said that, that's all I need to hear. Oh, the jokes right through South Carolina. Not knocking it. I never heard of Florence, South Carolina. But it's like an engagement. Romantic. So anybody would... I think the majority of the universe knows it would be Florence, Italy, dum-dum. But that lets you know these dusties, they are just so slow. Now, the man said worth every investment. These black men don't invest in themselves, so why would they invest in you for the black women that's holding on? Worth every investment. When they look like this, the majority, in my opinion, they don't understand that. Again, when he said South Carolina by Florence, I was done then. Then, if you notice, he's trying to diminish their union. You see what I'm saying? The number one creator, Fatherless Homes, is trying to diminish their union. He wants to diminish it. Some people say you can do the same thing without dropping 35K. Why? Because in the black community, that's what black men do every day. These Negroes can't drop down on cubic zirconium. That's how they see it. And then they take that dusty logic and then they go out to society and look stupid with it. You, man, I can find what he bought. I can have booed up in there with her. I can even move in with her, get her pregnant. She'll be working to take care of me and they ain't got to drop down nothing. That's how they think. That's the black community. Doesn't offer black women anything, and black women are taught they just to accept it. And then if there's some pushback, oh, you against black men's is. What have they brought to your life that's positive? Then he said he spent that much money on a ring. Oh, he mentioned a gesture. He did that as a gesture. What is a gesture? A gesture is a movement of the body or limbs that expresses or emphasizes an idea, sentiment, or attitude. So, again, a gesture is a movement of the body or limbs. So, after he gets a black woman pregnant and he put those two dust bucket feet in his mama or his other baby mama's car and he runs out the door and leaves and abandons her, that's his gesture of what he thinks about you. Yeah. He used his old dust bucket booty, his 4 feet, got them old dust bucket, non-productive limbs in that ride on that bus and that Uber, whatever, however he left, Tom and Jerry. And when he runs off, he's expressing or emphasizing what? An idea. And the idea is, I don't care about you or your seed. I'm only here for some fun and boop, I'm done. A sentiment. When he impregnates the black woman and then he runs off and leaves you. He doesn't help with his child. You're on your own. You're sitting up here struggling. You got to be the provider financially, emotionally, and physically. He's giving you a sense of what he thinks about you, his attitude. Some of my black women got an attitude. He's the main one. And if you have an attitude, he's the reason why you got it, dealing with dusties. A gesture. So this man's gesture, I haven't heard them talk about kids yet. This man's gesture, love for the woman, nice ring, a proposal. A black man's gesture shows the hatred for women. And a lot of men in all races have hatred for women. Oh, you betcha, that's today too. But in this community, black women still just don't get it. So this man's gesture is respect. Let me go ahead and offer her a ring for marriage proposal. And this on the screen again, I'm still, the man said Florence, this fool says South Carolina. Who the hell wouldn't think Italy? You are so, I'm sorry. That's just some dumb, dusty shit. I'm sorry, you're dumb. You're like super dumb. Florence, South Carolina. Oh, that's hilarious. Boy, you're funny. You are really funny. Florence, South Carolina. Dusty Maine. So he goes, yeah. He said it's about what? About the gesture. What did he say?
Right? You see everything, and I proposed to her right there. I was so nervous that I didn't even say anything about will you marry me because I was insanely nervous.
No, did you expect that it was going to be 4 years in, or like what was your expectation?
I feel like it was a long time coming, but I didn't really expect it. It was definitely a surprise.
He spent that much on a wedding ring for you as a gesture.
So a gesture, he's showing her what he feels about her. He is showing her what he thinks about her. That's why she got a ring. But my ex-boyfriend before I got married, and I still have the ring. When he gave me that rock, he's like, I said, well, I don't plan on getting remarried. Okay. Been divorced. I don't plan on getting remarried. He still got me that ring. It is a beautiful ring that I love, and I still got it. Married somebody else, but I still got the ring. He's like, well, I want you to have this ring. Okay. He actually gave me 4 rings. I have some fashion rings. Why? He's like, yo, even though we're not married, because I had gotten a divorce and I had not planned on getting remarried, that's for sure. He's like, well, you're not single, so I want you to have a ring. Been the Tiffany's with this with that one. Been the Tiffany's twice. I want you to have a ring. That's a gesture. And we weren't even married. All my girlfriends was like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" I know. I was screaming too. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! It was exciting. Come on. It was, yeah. It was a, Again, I still have the ring. So yeah. So that a gesture. So when they impregnate you, they automobile for you, baby, gas you up. You have these children by them, and they still won't marry you. Man, they won't even work hard to even support you. I don't know why you're having kids by them, knowing you can go to the hospital trying to give birth and get murdered, end up being dead because they don't listen. We have a high mortality rate at the hospitals. Black women are dying in birth. You could be bleeding and complaining. They still don't listen to you. Oh, but they're going to listen to Becky Ann. So you even black women sitting up here risking your life. See, risking your life for these black men having their kids could have die in childbirth easily. Bleeding from the inside. They still ignoring you, going about it. Oh, she didn't make it. No. You think that's by mistake. You can be the poorest white woman in America, and they will take every measure they can. They're going to listen to you, take every measure they can to save your life. Gee, what do you think that is? And then after that, you got to sit up here. I feel the black women, it's crazy to me working overtime. Why? Because they got pregnant and they're going to have a baby. And the man, let alone a marriage, he's not going to even be there for them. So they're working overtime to save up money. So when they have to take off work, they can't depend on a man. All the bills are on him. On them. All the bills are on them. So working overtime because they know I'm pregnant. Wow. I'm not going to have any help. When the madness gonna stop? You deserve so much better. So yeah, a gesture. So keep in mind, like that man gave her a ring for that gesture. When they get you pregnant and they run away and leave you holding the bag, that's a gesture. He don't give two you know what's about you. Keep your ass in dreamland. You're gonna find out. Keep on dreaming. You're gonna wake up into a painful poverty reality. At this point, I can't have all this sympathy. It's too much. It's self-inflicted. We got whole homes, a single mother, and 3 kids. Heaven forbid something happen to the kid and it's on the news and the GoFundMe. That Negro know how to pop up, doesn't he? I've seen that. So hold on. This one here, the lady, the girl's in a home. Now the mom and dad done popped up. Why was she in a home to begin with? A foster home? Huh? Yeah, so keep that in mind. They giving you the middle finger all day. A gesture is a movement of the body or limbs that expresses or emphasizes an idea. So when these black men, the kind that look like this, not saying him, I don't know him, don't care to know him. When any man, when they leave you to handle the kids by yourself, they're giving you a gesture and to raise it all by yourself. Don't want to pay child support. They're giving you a gesture. But black women still don't want to see it. Still in delusion. We have to look like some fools. People see these men for who they are, and then we out here hollering and marching for them. And then we sitting up here, times I'm happy ready to boss up. But boss up and box up. Sitting up here carrying. How many going to work today and he's still laying in the bed? Now he might get up maybe to drop her off to work and then drive back home in her own car. So a gesture. Like this man gave a gesture and gave a woman a ring. These men, they giving you a gesture, all right. Only a Dustin. You had to have the same thing without dropping. See, that's a discount, buddy. It's just like saying, oh, I see you got some nice shoes on, some flip flops. You could have got the same flip flops, $1.35, $1.25. You sure could have. Heck, I've got some. I don't have a problem with it. I also have some flip flops. Coach, Tory Burch, Gucci. But I do have some that cost about 25 cents. Why? That's what I wanted. But somebody trying to come to you, now you could have had the same flip flop. You don't really have to have those Gucci flip flops on, or Tory Burch, or maybe you found some from Kohl's. They got for, well, you do understand it's like a different style, so it depends on what the outfit is. You know what's the venue? The flip flops that cost $1.25, you know, and they're cute. Again, I have maybe 5 pair. I kid you not, I do wear them. But that flip flop depends on the outfit. It may look different than an outfit with a flip flop with the Coach flip flops, or with the Tory Burch flip flops, or with the Gucci monogram flip flops. They're going to be totally different. It is a different look. So it depends on you what you want. You understand? But this right here, we're talking about somebody being engaged. He's just trying to diminish them. You ain't got to do all that. Why? Because they create fatherless homes all day long. They get the women to get with them without a ring, cook and clean for them, even support them, doing things backwards. And out of all that, again, went off and leave you. Why? A gesture. A moving of the body. So when they move and leave you holding the bag, they giving you a gesture, and here is the gesture that they're giving you right here, and you still trying to hold up the dusty stained banner. Good luck with that. Listen, thanks for listening. Let me know what you all think, and I am out.